Unveil Your Potential, Grigoriy Bokhantsev.
Good afternoon, dear audience. I have a question for you. Have you heard about Greta Thunberg?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's good. But for those of you who don't know, she's a Swedish teenage environmental activist on climate change, whose campaigning gained international recognition. She's 16 now, and at the age of 15, she started to spend her school days outside of Swedish Parliament to call for bigger action on global warming by making a sign saying in Swedish, "School strike for climate." And look at her now. She is a nominee for 2019 Nobel Peace Prize. Also, she addressed UN Climate Change Summit in New York in September, named as one of 100 most influential people of 2019 by Time magazine. Isn't that impressive?
Yes.
And the thing is, it only took a year for her to do that. That situation really got me thinking about humans' potential. If this underage girl can do something like that, then everyone can do this. But you may ask, do I need to make a sign, go to Kazakh parliament to get noticed? The answer is no, because each person's potential is dependent on several factors. Also, the way you will use your potential will be different. As for that girl, she used it to influence politics and people who are responsible for climate change. And you can do something else. But what about those factors that influence how you achieve your full potential? There are 4 of them. And first one is physical security. People who live in such conditions like us don't really think about lack of food or water or shelter. But for some people, it's a limiting factor to their potential. Because, for example, maybe the world's smartest person is now living somewhere in Africa in tribe, but because he has to face these physical needs every day, he can't live up to his full potential. Second one is emotional security, which is all about human interactions. Lack of bonds with people will affect your mental health, which then will lead to lifelong psychological consequences, which will also prevent you using your full potential. The third factor that also affects this is environment. It's pretty similar to physical security, but it's not about food or water, it's about access to information that will help you develop your skills. Without certain skills like leadership, you can't use your full potential. You have basically no chance to do that. And the fourth one is the most important for many people, because as far as three previous factors are not limiting, your mindset is the crucial one. You've probably heard about fixed and growth mindset.
Yes.
So, fixed mindset is when you have fixed opinion about yourself. For example, that you can't do public speaking, or you can't pursue a career that you're really interested in and passionate about. And when you change that opinion about yourself, it's called growth mindset. A person with growth mindset would think how to make a better version of himself, how to develop, and for example, to develop his public speaking skills, he can join Toastmasters Club. Check. Yeah. But how you develop this type of mindset? First, you have to have a goal. And second, you simply have to believe that you can achieve it. It can be hard sometimes, but you really have to develop that discipline in yourself that will pay off later, believe me. Also, challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone, because living up to your full potential requires you to leave your comfort zone and expand your boundaries. As for me, I cannot imagine myself not living to my full potential or always staying in my comfort zone, And the greatest example would be me giving speech now here at Astana Toastmasters Club. I was first afraid. I knew I will have different environment, different audience. But after I analyzed, understood, if I refuse to do that, I will regret it even more. Also, it's the first time I left campus in 2 months, so now you can't deny I left my comfort zone. Thank you.